The woods are lovely, dark, and deep. Robert Frost. Welcome to Grimly.
It's only half, so it's a little more than half.
It's okay.
2/3.
It's Thursday. We're fine. I'm just trying to finish this goddamn beer, okay?
You don't need to. You try. You did your best with the beer. It's not even cold anymore.
I know.
Get it out of here. That's why you don't want to drink it.
I need a koozie.
Sorry.
I'm not saying you should provide me a koozie. I'm just saying that
I'm not the type that would have it.
No, that is what a koozie is for. A nice
Yeah.
little beer koozie.
Sure.
Anyways, hi guys.
Are we recording?
Yeah. We just recorded that entire conversation about you drinking too much wine.
Oh, great. It's summertime. Okay.
It's summertime. Listen, we can't go outside
No.
because it's
we
have a heat dome and a smoke
It
dome.
is August in the Pacific Northwest, and therefore it is what Los Angeles would call June gloom, which is it's smoggy.
Yeah.
For them, for us, it's wildfire smoke.
Yeah.
And the destruction of people's lives, unfortunately, and our beautiful countryside.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Please stop. Christ. Anyways. Hi.
Do you know what that was?
Yeah, I do.
I was like, it wasn't very good.
I know, that's why I said Christ. Welcome to Grimly.
I'm Meg.
I'm Missy. And we're two unserious people that talk about serious or creepy shit.
And we haven't recorded in a while.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Feels like a long time. I feel like I feel like we're on the rocks.
Are we on the rocks?
No. I feel like we're busy.
We're never on the rocks, let's be real.
No.
You can't be on the rocks with me anymore. You're stuck.
Yeah, I feel like we have gone through the rocks.
Yes.
And now it is just unconditional acceptance and unconditional love.
Yeah. And that's family, baby.
That is family. 1,000%. Absolutely.
I mean, you get to a certain point when you know someone for half of our lives. Like
it's
we
a
have.
value. I
It's
appreciate it.
quite wild.
Oh, how sweet.
Oh my God. Look at us being sentimental for once. This time me not calling you a bitch. Yes. So what were you just saying? I can't remember.
I was just going to ask you again about your bruised sternum. You're going to have to come.
Oh, no. I went on a pretty intense hike last weekend.
Okay, why do you do this to yourself?
Because it's called type 2 fun.
No, but it is at a certain point masochism type fun.
And maybe I am just a masochist.
Oh.
Ew.
Kinks.
Dot.
I will take it there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well then if you put it like that, then sure. You don't have to drag all your friends into this.
They wanted to go too.
They wanted to go? Because I
Yes.
suspect that you're the one that pushes everybody to do the really hard hike.
Because I'm the one that pushes everything because I'm a pusher, baby.
Yeah, well that's true. And that is
We've talked
one of
about
your
this.
most beautiful qualities.
That's the whole reason why this podcast exists. Let's
It's
be
true.
real.
It's true. It's true. But are you doing too much for you also? Because I think you need to relax a little bit.
That's a great question. No.
If you're doing sternum bruising, was the hike worth it?
I would say this trip was a little bit rougher than we anticipated. It was just like, it was really just all uphill
I
for
hate
all
that.
the way in, which was rough, but it was fine.
It sucks on the way down too. It's so much harder on your body.
And that's why I fell into a boulder and knocked the wind out of myself.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, and that hurt. There was also...
Are you bruised? Like
Yeah.
you can see it?
No.
Oh, you just feel it.
No, I went to the doctor because I was like, my chest was hurting. And I was like, shit. And I kind of feel like I already knew.
It was because of that?
Yeah. Because I have cracked a sternum before.
What?
Yeah.
How did you do that? Did a horse kick you in the chest?
No, I have been kicked by a horse though.
I feel like that.
I have definitely been kicked by a horse.
Okay, what else could have caused that injury?
Evidently, so I went to the doctor. I went to the ER because I was having like chest pains. I was like, oh God, I'm dying.
That's what you go to the ER for.
Yeah,
Chest pains is an ER.
Is an ER moment. But I had a cracked sternum and they were assuming, because this is back when I was working in bakeries.
Yeah.
And they were assuming because of all the crazy like bag heavy, like flour bag lifting over and over.
Just the
Cause like
sort
a
of little
stress
fracture. That
crack
makes sense.
situation is what they guessed.
So that's the
They
consensus.
did like an X-ray, and they were like,
This is the
we
best
see
we
it
can-"
here, and they're like,
That
what do you
actually
do
makes
for a
sense
job?
to
And I
me.
was like, I described my job. They're like, oh, it's probably from just lifting stuff over and over again.
Ooh, to affect your bones.
I know.
But what it
Fragile.
tells me as an obnoxious Pilates person is that the core wasn't being utilized properly.
Probably not.
Yeah, you would do better now.
Maybe.
I believe it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Age.
Yeah, but this hike was a little bit rougher than we anticipated. There was also a stream crossing we had to deal with that we were not anticipating.
How was the stream?
It wasn't that
streamy,
bad.
or
It was
it
like a creek.
Was it scary that you thought you were gonna fall over?
No.
Okay.
Not for me. For other people in the group. Yeah. And we did it. Everyone did it. Everyone was fine.
Is the wet shoe nice, or did you take your shoes off?
We wore sandals.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. No, you bring you bring your comfy shoes.
That's true.
For this
okay,
moment.
I'm asking logistical questions.
You're asking logistical questions for someone who never wants to do backpacking again.
It's certainly not that. I'm not interested in going
this
with
would
y'all.
This would never be a trip I would take you on. Listen, I know.
Thank you.
I know you. You know you. I know you know
And
you.
actually,
you know me.
if I could go back in time and talk you guys out of this trip, I would do it right now.
Probably.
Do things that are like pleasant. I'm sorry. What's wrong with that?
Listen, sometimes you gotta do the hard things to get to the beautiful places. Okay.
Says a psychopath.
Who's got two thumbs? Right here. Actually, this is a good Seguin.
I love how they just happen. Sometimes I
Oh
don't.
wait, no, I wanted to ask you.
Oh.
Why you didn't like Undertone?
Oh, okay.
Because I've asked you a few times on the pod to watch this goddamn movie. I've asked multiple people to watch this goddamn movie.
Listen,
I think it's
liked
phenomenal.
the movie.
Okay.
I thought that I was going to be scared, and I was never scared at any point. But do I think it's a good movie?
Yeah.
Interesting, spooky, kind of artsy. I liked it.
I think
The
it's a
acting is
really
good.
fun way to add sound,
Sure.
to emphasize sound as like two
Yes.
people who literally.
Right, because it really was just that one woman
I know.
in that house, and
yeah.
then that other. Yeah, there wasn't a
mother.
whole lot of actors.
No.
in the movie.
There's like voice acting, obviously.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. You're right. No, I thought it was a good
Props
movie.
to her.
And my only criticism is that I went in being like, okay, I'm gonna get scared, and I was like, just never scared. Was it creepy? Yes,
It was definitely creepy.
I think if I watched it in the theaters, maybe
yeah. I
I would
definitely
have been a little spooked.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last movie that really did fucking scare me though. And what was my argument to you?
Fair.
Because I think we are so desensitized because we watch a lot of
I
horror
don't know. I
movies.
guess a jump scare does get you.
A jump scare is a jump scare for a reason.
What was the one where the chick bit the knife?
Oh, that was Bring Her Back.
Okay, that one. That it's at least unsettling.
That was uncomfortable. That's not.
Scary.
Yes.
I guess those two feelings are similar to me.
That
I'm
one
feeling
just
a
kinda-
reaction in my body because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at this. The sound, it's
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. Bring Her Back just pissed me off. We've already talked about this. We talked about this with Brandon.
I know.
We did.
We disagree. I liked it.
Yeah. I did. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't.
you're a bitch. So
Well, you're a stupid bitch. I don't like the way those people write characters. Because I
that's
also
fair.
didn't like Talk to Me.
listen, they are.
Yeah, and I don't like any of the characters. I'm not rooting for anybody.
No, listen, God, I know.
Okay, we've already talked about this. Okay. By the way, we will. If you listen to our collab with Brandon, we will eventually do another collab with Brandon.
Terrific.
Terrific. From Terrific. We will do another collab with him. We've already talked about it.
We have,
I have talked about it with you. You just,
of course.
Yeah.
Listen, I've just got things on
You've
my
got podcast
plate.
amnesia. Yeah. But
but I love it. That was so much fun.
I guess we can call this Pod Corner because we're gonna do that with Terrific eventually because there's a Grave Encounters 2. And evidently they are making a Grave Encounters 3 with Justin Long.
Okay, I'm now.
So we have to do the trilogy.
Okay, at
We
least
have
I know
to.
it's going to be funny-ish.
I'm gonna make you watch it this time because you only watched 3/4 of the movie, 2/3 of the movie last time.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I know, and I was like, you literally had one job. But we do.
Let's not forget that we do have jobs.
We do have jobs.
We're in America, damn it.
Yeah, we're in
It's hard.
late stage capitalism. It's not fucking fun. And we do also have a collab coming up with Skipper Scream.
Oh, I'm excited for that too.
I know. I'm excited for that too. That'll be fun.
That's good.
We're recording at the end of the month. I don't know when that's getting released because we're just guest hosting. We're just coming in for the good times.
Oh,
We're
you get to be me for a
I
day.
know, I get to be you. I'm so excited. They even let me pick the movie. I was like, hell yes.
What a delight.
I know.
That's so sweet.
Anyways,
What is...
my Segyu.
Because where the fuck were we?
Oh, we were talking about hiking.
Oh.
Yeah. So
God.
I found this story because it had popped up recently on my feed. It's a local story. It's a big sad.
Oh, okay.
This one might actually make me cry.
Oh, God.
When I was like writing the ending, I teared up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Okay.
So, I mean, there might be a podcast first where I cry. But no, I went on a hike recently, beginning of July, and I found out that something had happened on this hike that I went on.
Oh, okay. So it felt very visceral.
I was like,
you could
holy
picture the whole
shit.
thing.
Yeah, like the
I can imagine that would be very jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just visceral. Where you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I can see it. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen very often at
No,
all
no.
in life. Okay.
Yeah. For Mary Cooper and her daughter, Susanna Stodden, the outdoors were a place of joy, connection, and escape. On a summer morning in 2006, they set out together for a hike along Washington's Pinnacle Lake Trail, something that should have been peaceful and ordinary. Instead, both women were found murdered along the trail, leaving behind a case with no clear motive, no identified suspect, and questions that remain unanswered nearly 2 decades later. This is the unsolved murder of Mary Cooper and Susanna Stodden.
Okay. God damn it.
It's a big sad. It's a big sad,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. I see why you were upset and so affected. And it's always that I forget that I'm like, oh, if we're doing a true crime episode, it's one that has no resolution. It's going to piss me the fuck off. So I'm ready for no more peace tonight.
Okay. Yeah. No peace. No peace on this night.
All right. I'm with you. Thank you.
Okay. So Mary Cooper was described as a very loving person, and a lot of people would say that she was just the sweetest.
We need to start telling the people around us how much we love them.
I know.
Because if they only knew how we talked about them after they died,
I know.
Everyone would be happier and kinder and thrive more.
I agree. So growing up, her father would take her hiking every Sunday. That was just like their tradition every week. So she grew up hiking and knew how to handle herself on the trail, for lack of a better word.
No doubt.
So Mary was obviously very outdoorsy, would even be the type of person who would hike in the rain. Can confirm I don't want to be that person from last weekend.
But you are that person.
I will. I had to get the hell out of there.
Well, you do it.
So people who knew her would often say that the harder something would get, the harder Mary smiled. And she was just like described as like a very optimistic, bright, bubbly person.
Okay. I love that.
I know.
That's helpful. The attitude is half of it.
Truly. So Mary would eventually meet her husband, David Stodden, at the University of Washington, where they fell in love fast. And David in later reviews talked about how smart Mary was and how just fascinated he was by her brain, which is
such a compliment.
Especially from the person you love.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no. He would talk about like how they would go to a coffee shop and like they would like read newspapers and they would just like, talk about the topics. And he was like, guys, she was just like so smart.
Oh. So sweet.
I know. I'm like, fuck. So it wasn't much of a surprise that they got married quickly after college.
Okay. And this was what, the 60s or something? 70s?
She was 50s in 2006.
Okay.
So probably 70s. 70s. Yeah. So Mary got a degree in speech therapy and worked with deaf children in the Seattle School District.
Okay.
And eventually became a librarian. And David worked in home renovation where Mary would give him design advice for work all the time.
Wasn't that just the most 70s, 80s, 90s trade type of work people did? Now everybody's like, I'm a program manager.
Yeah.
But
Project manager is like, God. Yes. Or you're a software engineer.
Yes.
You work in tech.
Yes.
You're an entrepreneur if you're a douchebag.
Sometimes as two single ladies talking about, you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah, you're like, do you but have a job?
He has a job.
He has a job.
And she has a job.
These
are very regular jobs.
These are fucking salt of the earth people in Seattle. And
these are people who are going to work and working.
Yeah, they have antique Panagonia stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LL Bean. They have LL Bean work gear. They have their Eddie Bauer.
They were in Seattle, so they had those Kavu really early.
Yeah. So Mary and David were also both very outdoorsy, obviously. They would go hiking in the nearby Cascade Mountain Range, and also they loved tending their large garden where they grew fruits, vegetables, and flowers.
Do you know where they lived, where this house was?
They live in Green Lake.
I'm sorry. You can't
peak-
live in Green Lake unless your house is $1 million or
Yeah.
just about $1
Yeah.
million.
I mean, this
especially if you
was
have room for
three
a
kids.
garden.
Yeah. I mean, this was also
Back
early
then
2000s.
it was probably, I don't know, 300,000.
3 raspberries and a wish.
Even back then it might have been more like 80 or 100. But anyway, now it's a very ritzy part of town.
Yes. So the couple does eventually have 3 daughters, including Susanna, who also grew up to love the outdoors. And Mary kept the tradition alive of going hiking on Sundays with her kids, just like she did with her dad.
But dedication.
I know. Cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So out of her 3 daughters, Susanna was the one who really took to the outdoors, much like her mother. So Susanna also had a passion for environmental conservation and sustainability.
Oh,
This is where I was like, oh, no.
it feels close to
Yeah,
home.
it feels very close
Was
to
she?
home.
Sorry, will you tell me which order of child?
Susanna's the oldest.
The oldest. Okay.
Yeah. And Susanna even volunteered with organizations like the Washington Trails Association. She helped with trail maintenance, outdoor conservation.
Ooh, that's hard work.
And Susanna graduates from Western Washington University in 2001.
Which is a beautiful school.
It's a beautiful school.
part of the country. Everybody.
And after graduation, she goes to Nepal for a bit.
Okay.
Just kind of like
she's,
Yeah. She's very...
a cool. Yeah,
She's a cool girl. She's a cool girl.
Yes, cooler than me for sure.
Yeah. So she comes back and she starts working at a nonprofit that teaches kids about nature and conservation, which is something I also did. So it's just, I don't know.
You guys are angels. I love it.
So between Susanna and Mary, they had decades of outdoor experience and probably had hiked almost every trail in Western Washington at
I feel
this
like I'm
point.
gonna be sick. Okay. Fuck. All right.
I
God
know.
damn it.
I know. I'm sorry. So, which makes what happens next all the more tragic.
Listen, I don't want to be. Listen, I'm
don't
sorry.
wanna yell at
I want to
me?
interrupt. No, it's not about you. I just want to address the audience for a minute because I get in my head a lot about the misandry on this podcast, and I'm about to say what doesn't need to be said, but only a man would do whatever the fuck happened to them, and I'm frankly sick of it.
Me too.
Okay,
This is Mary and Susanna.
it's so fucking disgusting.
I know.
I'm angry.
This is them at the top of Mount Dickerman, which is
They're sweet.
I know. Mary looks like she has a fun laugh.
Yes,
She looks like she has, like, a
they're
really
present
bright,
and
fun-
sweet. And I'm upset. I'm upset. Okay.
I told you this is a very upsetting story. I don't like I said I teared up a few times doing this one.
Okay.
So July 11th, 2006. So Mary, during the summer months, she had a bit of a weird schedule because she was working as a librarian for a school. So she didn't have the 3 months off like a lot of the teachers do.
Because you can still go to the library during the summer.
I think so.
Oh.
I think if you're going to summer school, maybe. But also
okay.
there's probably a lot of filing, like getting stuff ready for the new year. I don't
Sure.
think she was probably working like full time,
Got
like
it,
maintenance
okay.
and stuff. But I mean, I think
Yeah, maybe.
librarians are kind of there 24/7, or not there 24/7.
They're more year round.
Year round.
Okay.
Yeah. So she wanted to have a fun and challenging hike with her daughter, Susanna. So they originally planned on going to hike Mount Pilchuck.
Oh, that's not easy.
That's not an easy hike. I've done that one. It's hard. So on July 11th, 2006, around 8 a.m., Mary left her Green Lake home to go pick up Susanna from her apartment nearby, where she lived with her boyfriend, Norm.
Norm? Okay.
So David tells Mary to be careful up at Mount Pilchuck because he's like, there still might be snow up there, so just be careful. He's like, make sure you're prepared. She's like, okay, well.
Jesus. There's snow up there too? Whew. Okay.
Yeah. And Mary says, don't worry, we'll be careful. She tells him goodbye, and she'll be home in the evening, probably around 5, before she leaves in their 1997 purple Dodge Caravan.
Okay.
I know. Purple's a fun color for a car. Imagine a dark purple.
It's a Dodge Caravan.
It's a van, dude.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's a minivan.
Okay.
It's a classic.
They would be purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're a fun outdoorsy couple, and they probably have fun colored
And
clothes,
we've got
too.
kids.
Yeah.
You know.
So David, because this is a Tuesday, so David also leaves for the day, and he goes and works on a house in West Green Lake
Okay.
because he does house renovation stuff. He comes home around 5:30 p.m. And he gets changed and grabs his bike because he's meeting with a friend to train for the Seattle to Portland bike race that happens every year.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it's STP or something.
That's a solid bike ride. That's a long.
It's like 200 miles or something like that. Something crazy. I've had friends that do it. And
Cool.
No thanks. So David does notice that Mary isn't home yet around 5 p.m. when he comes home. But this isn't a...
For Pilchuck, maybe you would be like, oh, she could be, but if she's not, it's not a red flag yet.
Exactly. That's exactly what his thought was.
Okay.
He's like, oh, he's not a huge cause for alarm.
But soon.
Yeah.
Within the next 2 hours, she should be home.
Yes. And there's so many things that could have happened. Her and Susanna could have stopped for a beer, post-hike beer, like maybe gone and gotten some dinner, like an early dinner. There's so many things. Or just taken a little bit longer on their hike. Just 100 different scenarios. So he's not thinking worst case scenario. So he leaves their house and he goes to his cycling training and has dinner with a friend that he was training with. So him and his friend, they do some training. They go back to his friend's house. They eat dinner. And he comes home around 8:45 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And Mary still isn't home.
Now I'm concerned.
Yes. Now David is worried. So he tries calling Mary and Susanna's cell phones, but there's no answer.
And at the time, we would have had cell phones, but we're not on our phones like the way we are now. It
like
wouldn't get service out there. She would have probably left it in the car.
I was literally on this trail. I didn't get service out there 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
3 weeks
so
ago.
like they definitely would have left the phones in the car.
Yeah.
Likely.
They're not using them to take pictures.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be surprised if both of them had a phone, but it sounds like they did.
They did, yeah.
She was a grown woman, the daughter.
Yeah, they're both, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he tries calling both their phones, but there's no answer. Oh. So then he calls the Snohomish County Sheriff's Department and the Washington State Patrol. Yeah. Because now he's wondering, did they get in a car accident?
Okay.
Right. I think it's probably the next logical step I would also have.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
But both of these authorities are not super helpful. And he's like,
because they didn't get in a car accident.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So by 10 p.m., David's like, fuck it. He gets a duffel bag. He starts putting in ice axe in. He puts micro spikes, other type of supplies. He's like, I'm going to go find them. He's going to go Mount Pilchuck to go find his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
That's when detectives pull into the driveway.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, this is almost like 10:30-ish at night. So,
and it's dark, but it's probably
dark.
Not dark for very long at that time.
Yeah, it's July. Yeah. So the detectives informed David that Mary and Susanna have been found dead at the Pinnacle Lake Trail. And they're about 2 miles up on the trail.
I don't know where Pinnacle Lake Trail is.
It's on Mount Loop Highway by Granite Falls.
So it's not far from where they would have been.
No.
Okay.
So actually, this is a great segue. So this is confusing because this was not the trail that Mary and Susanna told David they were going on.
Oh, so he would have been looking for them.
He would have been looking at the wrong place. So David's asking detectives what's happened. And he's like, what the fuck is going on, right?
First of all, he's trying to process that. But
right. He's like, he just told me my wife and my daughter are dead.
But also they shouldn't have been there.
He's like,
do you have the right
people?
Yes.
Yeah. So detectives are like, we aren't sure yet. This is what they tell David.
It just happened. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Or they just found him.
Yeah. And so David's like, was this an animal attack? Did they fall? What's going on?
Sure.
But they're also looking through David's duffel bag and looking at his stuff and kind of checking his odometer and asking his whereabouts.
Suspicious of him.
Asking his whereabouts.
God,
Yes.
If you were him and this is happening the way you think it would, you wouldn't even register that probably. You might eventually start to be like...
He talked about it later. He's like, I hindsight, like they were looking around.
The closest person to them. And it's not it's the right way to do that.
It's the most obvious. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
So a forensic autopsy is done on Susanna and Mary, and it's confirmed they both have been shot in the back of the head.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then
then especially you're thinking... Yeah, it wasn't...
Yeah. Okay. So then they were barely dragged off the Pinnacle Lake Trail itself.
Why would someone do this? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay.
So they were both found partially undressed.
Okay.
Also, it's not public record, though, of what state of undress this was.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound like there's really any confirmed sign of sexual assault also.
Okay.
So we don't know what undressed meant.
Sure.
They could have their jackets off or something, like a sweatshirt. They've never released that publicly.
There would be reasons why they would keep that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The person who did this.
Exactly.
No. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So
and actually all this information does more likely point to somebody The husband, I'm sorry, but I'm not suggesting that's the case.
No.
I'm just saying, then I definitely understand why they...
No, it's
the
unfortunately
gunshots alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So David first talks about how Mary and Susanna were supposed to have been hiking on Mount Pilchuck. He's like, what the fuck?
Right.
So David's like, okay, why were Mary and Susanna not at Pilchuck? Why did they go to Pinnacle Lake? And to this day, no one knows why they went to Pinnacle Lake instead of Pilchuck.
They could have decided on the way.
Were they followed? Did
Anything
someone
could
coerce
happen.
them?
Yeah.
Like it's.
You never know where this went down.
I know. It's.
God damn it.
I know. It's very odd.
Because it could have definitely been like, we're driving there, we're sort of looking in that direction. It looks kind of, you know, early July.
Yeah.
Is it early July?
Early July.
It looks like it's still kind of white up there. And so maybe we want to try something else that's not obviously covered in snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to rewind a bit. And we're going to talk about what was found at the scene the day of the crime.
Okay.
So we have kind of David's point of view now, where he had his regular
They shouldn't
day.
have been there.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck is going on? So we're going to go back to what actually happened at the trail that we know of.
Okay. I need to hear this.
So the Pinnacle Lake Trail itself is about 4.5 miles round trip. And it has a pretty steep grade climbing up to an alpine lake that is in the shadow of Mount Pilchuck.
Okay.
There's also a little, at the bottom, there's another lake called Bear Lake that kind of forks off, and it's a 1/4 mile from the head.
All these little tiny lakes out there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the afternoon in question, which is July 11th, 2006, a couple named Robert and Rebecca were hiking the Pinnacle Lake Trail when they see two figures just ahead of them, about 1.3 miles, which is almost at the top of this hike.
Okay.
And the couple stops and they call out, thinking that maybe they were interrupting someone taking a bathroom break. Because they see two figures ahead of them.
Okay, sorry. The way you said it made it sound like they were 1.5 miles away. And I was like,
they're 1.5 miles up on the trail.
But you can, from their vantage point, they can see it.
So they have climbed about 1.5 miles, which is almost...
to this point, it's 1.5 miles into
from the trailhead.
4 mile round trip.
Yes.
So they're
4.5 miles.
Basically at the top.
This is almost to the top.
Okay, and you can see the people in front of you. Okay,
yes,
okay,
and they see two people in front of them, and they call out.
Okay, I'm with
They're
you.
like, "Hey, don't want to interrupt. Let me know what's going on," but no one replies. They're like, "This is fucking weird."
Okay.
So they recognize
because
something.
what you're saying is they're seeing people that are not moving.
Yes,
they're doing something that's not normal.
Yeah,
on a trail.
We don't know what
they're doing.
We don't know what the positions of the bodies were. We don't know if it was like a sitting or laying down.
But they're seeing humans in a way that's not natural on the trail. And that's why they felt like they needed to
call out.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they were like, maybe they're taking a bathroom break. I don't know.
Totally.
Yeah. So they recognize something is off, and they get a little closer, and they realize that these two women, Mary and Susanna, are dead.
Oh my God.
And this is before, I mean, I don't know. There probably was some sort of satellite phones and stuff at that point, but I have a Garmin. I have an SOS. I can talk to people via satellite, and now most iPhones can do that too. I don't think it's common practice at this point to have something like that to talk to people. I think you're really off the grid when you're out there.
At the time, for sure.
In 2006, yeah. So Robert and Rebecca are now fucking terrified because they just found two people dead in the trail.
I would be horrified.
And seeing this terrible scene. And they're in the middle of the woods. And they're like, is someone fucking here?
Of course.
Who the fuck, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, no, there's a terror that that I don't know.
No. It's
like a real one.
Yeah,
I've
it's a true
imagined
horror
terrors.
movie. Yeah.
Yes, this I cannot imagine.
Yeah. So the couple, they hightail it back to the bottom of the trail.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because there's obviously no cell service on this trail, I can confirm. Literally just doing this a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Still no cell service. They get back to their car and they go to stop at a nearby campsite to call the police. Also, while driving down to contact authorities, Robert says that there was another car coming up and they flag them down and they tell them not to go on the trail. They're like, hey,
stay away.
Stay away. Something bad happened, essentially. So Snohomish County Sheriff's are called, and a Sergeant Daryl O'Neill is the first officer to arrive at the scene around 2:55 p.m. So he says that there are other cars in the parking lot. Parking lot's a strong word. This is like
trailhead.
A trailhead.
Lot.
Yeah.
Or just like off the side of the road.
Pretty much. This road is really fucking rough. I
Okay.
will say. It was like driving in a creek bed at some points. I have a video I can show
that
it to you.
stresses me. I don't like that at all.
And he starts making his way up this steep trail to try to get eyes on the scene. He's the first one. He also has a sidearm. He's ready. I mean, what else are you supposed to do, right? So on his
What
way,
does sidearm mean? I mean, I know it's a gun, but is that a particular type of
Like-
gun?
I just think the gun that's on your side.
Okay, gotcha.
I think some cops have one at their ankle too,
Okay.
perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I actually don't know what that means.
Yeah. That's what
I'm
I
with you,
imagine.
but I don't know what that means.
I think that's what it means. If someone else knows better,
Side gun. Makes sense.
yeah.
Sidearm.
This is my side gun.
I had an ankle one too.
I got
I
an
also
ankle.
got one in my tramp stamp. This is America.
Yep.
Because that's another place. Don't you know
It
they pull it
says-
up the back of
It says "Get her done." Yeah. Okay. So, Sergeant O'Neill, he's on his way up to get to the scene of the crime, but on his way up, he runs into a different couple, and they have a bit of a weird standoff because this couple is Richard Brown and a Dr. Tae-hee Kim. They don't know that someone's already made it back down and contacted the authorities, and they had just found.
Oh, they'd also
Mary and
seen
Susanna.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay.
So
How did they miss each other?
we'll get into that.
Okay.
So they see this guy on the trail with a gun, and maybe his uniform isn't super obvious.
Wait, he's wearing a gun. He's not yielding the gun.
No,
right?
he has a gun in his hand.
in his hand.
Yeah, because he doesn't know. He doesn't
And
know
he
if this
sees
person's...
someone. He hears them, sees them, and he's just getting ready.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
that's
two people come down. He's coming up. He's trying to get to the
And
scene. He has
that
his
makes
gun
sense.
ready.
Okay, I'm with you.
I would do the same because
Hear
if
you.
I'm walking to a murder scene and we don't know where the person is who did this.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So Richard, the guy of the couple,
The hiker.
the hiker, he has his ice axe, and he's ready to fucking throw down.
What? Oh, his ice axe.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
pointy. You could just nail it with an ice axe.
Sure.
But he's like,
It's not gonna help you with a gun, but that's okay.
No, I'm just saying because
But he's also freaked out.
they're freaked out. That's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying.
God.
Because they walked into the scene of a crime.
Oh my god!
And now they're making
Everyone
their
is-
way back down.
Yes, everyone's
everyone's
stressful, tense
yeah.
time. Okay,
And I'm wondering if like the sheriff's uniform at the time was like not very obvious because they don't recognize him being a sheriff right away.
okay,
So there's this weird standoff
okay.
because they're regularly like, you have a fucking gun, and we just saw two people with gunshot wounds to their heads. Who the fuck are you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Daryl O'Neill, the sheriff, he's
cap.
able to
Sort it. Good.
Yeah.
We need them to be able to do that.
You gotta be able to bring people down, right?
You absolutely do need to be able to
So he-
de-escalate.
yeah.
It's very simple.
Talks them off the edge, for lack of a better word.
Good. Because
So-
you're not here to hurt people. You're really here to be helpful.
No, not at all. Yeah.
It should be simple.
It really should be.
Okay. All right.
So Sergeant O'Neill decides to go back down to the trailhead with this couple, and he gets their statements from both Tae-hee and Richard. So he does that instead of making his way up to the scene, which I don't know what's the better option. He's the only one on site right now,
Oh,
unfortunately.
God.
But Tae-hee...
Maybe that's the way I would do it. I've never been trained, but it's sort of like you don't want to just let them go by.
Exactly.
You want to hear from them.
I
You
want your
know
name.
that those two bodies aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with him.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
So Tae-hee and Richard tell the sergeant that they had talked to Mary and Susanna at the exact trailhead that fucking morning.
Okay, so they knew them,
They
or felt
met
like they were
them.
like, we have,
Yes.
we're familiar. We know them.
Yes. So they had said that the mother-daughter duo were in great spirits that morning
Yeah.
and didn't seem to be in any sort of distress. And Richard and Tae-hee started the trail, and Mary and Susanna were reading the sign to the trailhead. So they were probably right behind them on the trail. So that explains like why they didn't see them initially, because something must have happened very quickly.
I had 2 seconds where I was like
Focusing
having a
on the
Coleman
dog. Yeah.
moment, and I missed where you explained how the first hikers that saw them and the second hikers that saw them didn't interact. I know.
Okay, so-
and it's because he's giving me those ridiculous eyes.
Yeah.
Hi.
He wants something from you. He wants your love.
Okay. Okay. Can you just chill out now?
He says, no, more love, please.
Okay. All right. Seems like you just want to love me.
Yes. I don't know why. You're fine.
Can you fucking stop staring at me? I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to work here.
We're working here. Okay. So the first hikers
Yes.
that saw them, they were rolling up the trail.
Yeah.
And Richard and Tahee, the couple I'm talking about right now.
It happened between?
It happened between.
Holy shit. And a gunshot?
We'll talk about the gunshot right now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not possible that they wouldn't all have heard it. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm listening.
Okay. So
this is fucking weird.
It's fucking weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tahee and Richard, they're like, yeah, we talked to them at the trailhead. They seemed like they were having a great time. Mm-hmm. We just went ahead of them. We kept hiking and they were looking at the trail signs.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
It's very normal.
Great
hiker interactions.
Yeah. And they're probably
happens
like
all the time.
Right behind them on the trail.
Yep.
So Richard and Tahee said that they didn't know if they heard gunshots earlier that day, but they thought they heard thunder at some point.
Oh, okay. They heard something.
Yeah. So
just
even
the way
though,
the sound bounced.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
It's also blue skies that day. So we thought we heard thunder. And we thought that was weird, but.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So they heard something.
And also, I will say in this area, people go out there to go shooting frequently. I drove past a couple sites of people shooting.
What
driving
do you mean, people shooting.
Just like fucking shoot their guns in the quarry. Weirdness.
They have a target set up?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of white trash. I'm not going to lie. But
this is a real American episode.
Yeah. This is rural America.
Actually, I'm about to have sympathy for cops because ACAB, but if everyone around you probably also had a gun, you might be a little more fucking trigger happy and nervous at all times because everything you walk into is high stress, dangerous, generally. Or at least that's the impression.
That is definitely giving a cab craziness. Because that's the excuse that they use for a lot of really unjustified shit. So, good job, Meg. Jesus. We had a whole side conversation about that.
We had a whole side conversation. What I was saying is...
Yeah, you want to clarify?
Yeah, because I started with ACAB. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm not going to tell everybody what that means, but if you know, you know.
You know.
I'm going to give a little bit of sympathy, just a dash of sympathy that they walk into these situations that are crazy and it would be stressful and you've got a gun on your hip and you suspect after enough, trauma that other people might be ready to shoot you at any moment. But underneath it is they need to be held to a higher standard.
Yes. You can't half-ass a cop job.
It's so true. And I think that's where we've gone astray.
Yeah.
We have really lowered our standards. It is an important job. It's a valiant job. And it should be really reserved for people who have high emotional intelligence, are very capable, and are like compassionate people. Because naturally you're thrust in this situation that is dangerous and you are a human. So you're going to do flight. But we've lost our way. And they're just out here killing people.
Yeah.
So.
And then using I thought they had a gun and I got trigger happy excuse.
I see what you're saying. That's where we went sideways.
Yeah, that's why we went a little sideways.
Because I was like, I don't think she understands what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I do understand the relevance of what you said. I'm just saying it's unfortunately being used as an excuse now.
We don't like that either.
Yeah. They need to be better.
They absolutely need to be better.
Yeah.
And
you need to be the best of the best.
It's the same with like
doctors,
attorney generals, doctors. If the more responsibility you have.
Yeah. Where you have literal lives in your hands.
It matters.
Yes.
Don't go into this line. This should not be a lazy line of work.
No, I am a lazy corporate bitch and I write fucking emails and I don't give a shit.
Work you could be doing. Yes. But like we really need the most virtuous people doing these jobs.
Yeah, I agree.
Somewhere we've lost it.
Yeah.
And I would say because we started the pod about misandry, I think organization, I'm just going to lean into it now.
Yeah, do it.
Organizations that are, I don't even know, industries that are largely male dominated are bad for everybody. And that's where the problem is.
We need more lady cops is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Lady
She got me
cop.
thinking I could date a cop.
The fuck is that from?
It's Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for keeping my finger on the pulse in that sense. Okay, so where were we?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. So they hear gunshots. Richard and Tahee, they said that they're up at the lake and they hear what they think is thunder, but it's kind of determined.
Okay, so they did hear it.
They
but they
did
just
hear
didn't
it.
know what they were hearing.
No, they're like, oh, that must be thunder, I guess. Weird.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
It was blue skies that day, but I don't know.
You're just trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, exactly. So by this time, it's getting later in the afternoon, and other sheriffs start to show up, and 3 more witnesses come down from the trail. And it's a father and two sons who are fishing at Bear Lake, that little kind of side lake.
Got it. Okay.
Like a different. It's
it
the same
meets up somewhere.
It's the same trailhead. It just kind of forks off.
Okay.
And it's literally like 400 feet.
Whoa.
It's very close.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm suspicious of them too.
Well, so they come down. They're like, oh yeah, we heard gunshots around 1 p.m. earlier that day.
Okay, sure. And maybe it's not that much of a red flag. You did say that before. As like people are out here doing.
There are some people out there shooting.
Okay.
I mean, they're just fishing. They don't fucking know, right?
Sure, unless they're raping.
Right.
And murdering.
Yeah.
So
at this time in the afternoon, they're starting to lose daylight. So the two fastest deputies are set up the trail. Hot. You're looking at your face. You're like, hot.
the two fastest deputies? Okay.
They have the same last name. I don't know if they're brothers or like a
Twins.
father-son or... God, twins would be weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
What is the last name?
So they're sending these two up, and then there's these other sheriffs. They're getting more thorough witness statements.
Okay.
They're also taking imprints of everyone's shoes.
Nice.
To rule them out as suspects.
Okay. Nice.
So
Good.
The two sheriffs, it's Danny Wistrom and Glenn Wistrom.
Glenn sounds like the daddy. Yeah.
So they're heading up the trail, but they're having to bushwhack it in order to avoid walking on the
Disturbing.
trail itself and preserve any footprint evidence.
This is good police
This
work.
is good police work.
Okay.
Yeah. That we were just talking about. You need to be better. This
Yeah.
is better, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So once they get to the scene, finally, there is some small caliber shell casings found, along with some of Susanna and Mary's clothes. But there was a murder weapon on the scene, and it has yet to be found.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, yeah, it's a gun. They're going to take it with them.
Yeah. So there's another big problem for the scene. This is very remote. And as I said, the drive up here is it's treacherous in 2026.
Got it. Okay.
It was literally like driving on a creek bed.
I don't like that at all.
I'll show you a video. I took a video of me driving. My friend Lindsay took it. And she was like,
Oh, that would stress me
this is
out.
wild. So they're losing more and more daylight. So originally sheriffs were thinking of hauling generators up this trail, but they wanted to try to preserve any tracks on the trail itself because generators are fucking heavy. Mm-hmm. So 20 years ago, generators, they don't have a jackery,
No.
you know, because they're thinking maybe we can bring lights up. You know,
I understand why you'd want to bring a generator.
Yeah.
But you unfortunately need to map the area around the trail before you do any of that.
Yeah.
But if it's dark,
Yes,
you just have to do
it's
it with
getting dark.
flashlights. I don't know. You have to do it the next day.
so what they do is they decide to cover the bodies in the scene with tarps,
Okay.
and then they want to start.
They have
fresh
someone
in the
stay
morning.
there probably with them.
Our boys, Danny and Glenn, the fast boys.
Yeah,
getting
you
up the
need
trail.
someone to be with them. That's not okay.
Yeah,
to,
so they're
just leave it.
staying overnight.
Okay.
And they're guarding the scene
Okay.
of the crime.
Look, we're not even law enforcement, and we fucking understand how this needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Women
Yes.
are capable.
Doing it for themselves. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Great song. Okay.
Just say this because I want to be with you in those moments.
So Danny and Glenn, the two sheriffs, that they're like, you're the fast ones, you guys got to get up there. So they're staying behind overnight and guarding the scene, essentially. But then the one thing that could really fuck up this entire scene happens. It starts to rain.
Of course.
This is the Pacific Northwest.
It's July too, and
I know, it's so
after
annoying.
the 4th, so you think you're fine,
Yeah.
and yet
It still happens.
definitely less so lately.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Glenn and Danny are staying there. They've covered everything up with tarps. They're doing their best, but it's raining. So 8 a.m. next morning on July 12th, major crimes show up, but the rain hasn't stopped,
Oh shit!
which
Okay.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Which means that they probably have lost some significant evidence, unfortunately.
sure.
Those footprints
Yeah.
that they tried so hard to make sure they could preserve or, you know.
Yes.
So the medical examiner arrives around the scene around 11 a.m. and they get up the trail. And they conduct an initial exam of both Mary and Susanna before the search and rescue help bring their bodies down.
Okay.
So yeah, medical examiner goes up. She does, or he or she, I don't know.
She.
I'm imagining a she.
I love that. That came out naturally.
And so they're doing an initial search, looking at the bodies at the scene of the crime, and then eventually search and rescue brings the bodies down, and they are brought to the medical examiner's office to have a more thorough autopsy done, obviously. So detectives continue to do more searching of the crime scene, including using a metal detector, which is when I believe they find the shell casings.
Okay. Okay.
That was kind of never really given
In
as
timeline.
in the timeline, but they do find the shell casings eventually.
Okay.
They also find Mary and Susanna's backpacks. And there's a couple sources or a couple different versions of the story where they say
I just want you to take a sip because you're not keeping up properly.
So there are a couple different versions of the story where people have said, or like sources have said, that they were still wearing their backpacks. They were not.
They were not.
No, they were found. It doesn't seem like anything was like found in. It seemed like their backpacks were around in.
Okay, so it sounds like they were in just duress. They took them off.
Yes. Yeah. It's also determined during the initial autopsy that sexual assault did not happen to Susanna or Mary. But the partially unclothed part of this story has led to some speculation that maybe that could have been the motive.
And then maybe someone's coming up the trail.
Yeah, or the guy couldn't get it up because he's a little fucking baby bitch.
God, it is always. It's
Sorry.
so. I guess this is not really a callback because we haven't talked about it, but it's giving like Golden State Killer.
Yes, a little bit.
As a motive. If it's a sexual crime, it's like you were an impotent, tiny dick loser.
Yes.
And I still think that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, if I'm being totally honest. What are you doing out on this trail? Why go after two women? There's probably other trails where you could go after just one woman easier. I'm just not sure that fits for me personally, but I'm listening.
Yeah. So tracking teams are also brought in to see if they can find some sort of bushwhacking trail.
Sure. That makes sense.
Because it's such a small window of when this happened.
Yes. He must have been lurking, coming up another way to not be. No, that makes total sense.
So they're like, to see if the suspect had fled in some other way.
Listen, I don't want to make this about me, and I wish you would get this, but I'm over here, and I'm like, I'm actually going to go back to school to be an investigator, some kind of nosy prick somehow.
Listen,
forensic.
I've talked about M&M PIs. Okay?
I know. You know
that
that PI is my dream job. I've said this many times.
We could do it.
And I'm like, let me just go and do that. Why not?
Why not?
Because we're just better at that than men are.
I agree. Okay,
sorry.
Sorry,
y'all. This is a rough episode.
We gotta find some whimsy where we can. We're gonna make our own fucking PI.
It's not a rough episode for our audience, but it's a rough episode for
you listening.
The peens.
Yeah.
If you got a peen,
do better.
Honestly, and in fact,
if you got a peen, don't be a ween.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know what it means. And yes, also yes.
Stupid.
It's close enough. She
close
gets
enough.
it.
Yeah,
we just have to figure out what that means. And then yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. But I just need to do this every day for the rest of my life.
What?
Just be suspicious and learn facts and investigate.
Yeah.
Be nosy.
Yeah, exactly. So trackers do find what looks like a trail made by a single person coming down off of the hiking trail that leads its way down to the forest road.
The trackers?
Yes, the
or
trackers.
The dogs?
No, the trackers. People.
Ooh. And those, are like locals.
Yeah. And they're like looking at like...
Yeah, the way the twig breaks.
Yes. How
Brilliant.
old is that twig break? Is it a recent twig break? Or is it a degraded twig break?
No, there are signs. You just have to be aware.
You have to learn how to be a tracker.
I love that. Okay, you could do that. That seems...
up my alley.
Right up your fucking alley.
You could be the admin side of the PI, so I could be the footwork of the PI.
Yeah, I want to be like, what were they spending money on though? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I'm saying it would be great. Anyways, okay. So they find this bushwhacking trail essentially that leads down to the forest road below the parking lot.
Oh, okay. Because no one ever saw your car there. You
motherfucker.
You malignant piece of shit.
Yes, I hate you. So they're thinking if this is the path, this is the path down, and they exit below the parking lot because no one saw anybody.
Yep.
So no one has come forward and said that they saw someone walking on foot down this forest road. But detectives are able to find a witness who said they saw another car speeding down the hill.
Red flags.
Yes.
Okay. This is really good police work.
I
We don't
know.
get to give them kudos enough.
We have to, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a witness that said they saw someone speeding down the hill around the time the killer would have been fleeing the scene also. Mm-hmm. So remember when I was talking about the initial couple that found the Susanna and Mary, Robert and Rebecca. So remember how I said that they were like hightailing it out there. They're driving down and they flag somebody and they're like, don't go up there.
Okay, that was the person that they saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this person, his name is James.
Okay, so that's
And
how they got in touch
he's-
with James.
Yeah, so he's the one that says he saw a car speeding way too fast down this road.
What do we know about the car?
So he says he didn't see the driver specifically.
Sure, as you wouldn't have.
But he says it looked like a red Toyota pickup or a small SUV.
That makes sense.
So I'm wondering if this red Toyota pickup also had a canopy. Because I feel like a pickup is a pickup and SUV is an SUV.
It's true, but you could get confused if
I'm
there's
wondering
a
if
canopy on it.
I think a canopy was probably...
That's a good point.
That's my
Then
guess.
it becomes an SUV, but yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, like, you don't really want to say 100% one or the other. I feel like with like when I wouldn't statements are weird. Let's be real, but
And also, you're not looking. You're just sort of thinking back generally. What was the shape of it? What did it look like?
he talked about specifically. He's like, guys, it was just driving way too fucking fast.
Yeah, the dust and the
Yeah,
You're like,
like-
this is rude.
Like, also, this is a forest road. It's dangerous. You should definitely be driving slowly. He was like, this person was fucking hightailing it out of there.
Yeah. Okay. That's evidence.
Yeah. So investigators began looking for any witness that could corroborate this car going way too fast down the road. And they all began looking into Mary and Susanna's lives to see if there's anyone who wants to hurt these women. Mm-hmm. Which, spoiler alert, there's nothing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're like the salt of the earth. They're like the most...
That doesn't mean there's not a man that wants to hurt either one of them.
Well, so they look at the spouses. So David, Susanna's dad, Mary's husband, which is also her dad.
Yes. He's either the one that did or he's definitely just another victim.
Right. And then there's also Norm, who is Susanna's boyfriend. And they both have solid alibis. There was an interview with David. He's like, yeah, 50 people saw me all day working. Mm-hmm. I was on a job site, essentially. He's like, and then I went on this training extra. So they have rock solid alibis. There's just like, there's no way. There's no fucking way they were able to do this. That doesn't mean that David is not a fucking suspect for years after this.
Okay. Yeah.
You've
totally.
even spoken like,
Oh, for sure.
yeah. Let's be real.
And I guess it's like, I don't know, the lack of an obvious, and maybe they're hiding it, but the lack of an obvious sexual assault and the gunshot means like, oh, maybe it's just like somebody took him up there and wanted to get rid of him, which is, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
None of it makes sense.
Yeah. But the thing is that everyone that knew Susanna and Mary, they all thought they were hiking Mount Pilchuck that day. Remember? They're like, we thought they were going to Mount Pilchuck. What do you mean they're dead on the Pinnacle Lake Trail? What the fuck is going on?
Right.
So there's also no one in their lives that have a red pickup or an SUV. So they're like, okay. It's not...
for sure.
So this is kind of now the hardest crime to try to solve, right? Because it's just a stranger at this point.
Yeah.
So they put out a public plea to try to find any information about who hurt and killed Susanna and Mary at this point.
Listen, if I needed another reason not to go hiking with you.
This means you should go hiking with me because I shouldn't go alone.
Oh, do you see the way? Do you see the way? I'm being manipulated. You bitch.
I know. Gotcha.
Stay out of there. It's scary. Or you know what? You need a sidearm. That actually would make everybody feel better.
Right. I know there's some people who are like kind of opposed to it.
I don't think women should be opposed to it at all.
Yeah, I think.
And if you are, that's fine.
You know, it's funny because actually on this trail specifically, there was a guy at the trailhead who had a baby on his back and a Glock on his chest.
Hell yeah.
America.
And he might have been like, yeah, that's for the bears.
He was with his wife and kids. So I don't know. Maybe he knew about the story.
Listen, women should be carrying guns everywhere. I don't know. In America. I'm sorry. Actually, worldwide, it's actually the number one.
That's your agenda?
It is a global crisis.
Yeah.
violence against women, which is male violence against women because women aren't being violent against each other.
Yeah, you motherfuckers aren't scared enough. Maybe we need to scare you more. Maybe.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It starts with us.
Yeah.
And that is maybe the most American thing I could ever say.
That's pretty America for you. Yeah. Truly.
Arm yourselves, girls.
Oh, God.
Scare them.
Scare them.
This would not have happened.
Yeah. I mean, you could scare them in different ways. You can just pretend to be like crazy.
That's not scary enough.
Yeah, maybe not.
They're killers.
Yeah.
They will kill you.
Yeah. So police do have David take a polygraph.
Okay, good.
So
As
initially, he doesn't want to do it. He's like, fuck you guys. It's not me. Why are you wasting your time?
Fair.
He's also like, I want to have it done by the FBI because I don't trust you guys. You're like, you're small town bitches.
Okay. Okay, Diva.
But his results come back inconclusive.
Okay.
But he's
That's
also
as good as nothing. It doesn't make, that's great.
Polygraphs are polygraphs.
It's either inconclusive or positive, right? It's either like you did it or
inconclusive or you're a liar.
Yeah.
Positive is probably not the best way to put you're a liar.
Right. Positive is in you failed
you
it.
won.
You failed it. It's either we couldn't determine that you are a liar or you're definitely a liar. So that's a bit as good as a win.
I mean, polygraphs are definitely not admissible in court. There's a reason why that one case we talked about with the woman who was the psychic who found the fucking nurse's body.
We talked about it.
Etta James and Melanie Uribe.
Etta James
Smith.
Oh, Etta James Smith? Okay. I think Etta James, a musician.
Eloise Smith? Listen, that was like 6 months ago.
I was like, Etta James is
her name is Etta. I know her name. It might be Eloise Smith.
Girl, please.
I know that the nurse, the victim
James.
is named Melanie Uribe. We don't need to look it up. Stop. You're fine.
Sorry.
Okay, so unfortunately, no matter what, sheriffs have always just kind of had David on their suspect list. There's always just this gray cloud suspicion. Yeah. We will get later into when he's finally exonerated, but currently...
It must have been hard for him too. That's terrible.
I mean, he lost his wife and his daughter.
No, it's awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why the whole thing is a tragedy.
I know. So a little over 350 formal tips are called in about this case. And they are extremely vague. Like, I saw a guy walking on the road this day.
Oh, God, they're never going to solve this. Unless it's DNA.
And that does not really lead to anything, unfortunately. People want to help, but unfortunately, I guess, what are you supposed to do?
No, send it in.
Yeah, and do a public plea. Mm-hmm. Like, I have the Everett Herald articles from the story.
Okay.
Newspapers.com. Great fucking solace. So investigators, they set up some cameras on the road that lead to the trailhead to see if there's someone coming and going that's suspicious. Maybe a red SUV or a truck.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But unfortunately, that comes up with nothing. They're really fucking trying.
I know they are. God
I don't know what else I would think to do.
No.
So they even look into Robert and Rebecca's timeline. The people that found Susanna and Mary initially.
Yeah, they're looking everywhere.
Yeah, to make sure they were telling the truth, and they have footage of them buying snacks at a local convenience store. Their timelines make sense. And they also look into the other two.
Okay.
That passed them on the trail, or that saw them at the trailhead. Mm-hmm. And the father and the sons who look at their timelines too.
They're checking them out.
They're checking everyone out. As they should.
When was Israel Keys arrested? Are you going to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like,
So actually, maybe this will be a good time to take a
break.
Have you ever seen a shadow linger in the corner of your eye? Seen a flashing light dart across the sky? Have you ever wished upon a candle to make your wish come true? I'm sure you've told a haunted tale or two. Are you interested in learning the pagan ways? Witchcraft, grimoires, candles await. Have you ever seen the living dead and stood still instead of fled? Cryptics are fun, but the universe has our eye. The stars align, shows us our signs, and we're here to discuss the divine. Welcome to Moon Brews, a supernatural podcast, hosted by yours truly, Haley.
Okay, we are back. It is funny that you mentioned Israel Keys. And then we will get into that shortly. So,
Yeah, he's a fucking scary dude. No one's made a movie about him, but
there will be.
and it would be terrifying.
Yeah. So by September 2006, so it's 2 months after, the case has effectively stalled and the BAU is called in, which is the Behavioral Analysis Unit. If you watch Criminal Minds.
Or if you listen to Real Crime Profile with Jim Clementi, who's the real guy that was the producer on Criminal Minds. And he calls it the BAU.
Yeah, he calls it the BAU. They call it the BAU in Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're called in to create a profile of someone who would commit the crime like this. I just going to highlight a few things. So the BAU says that these homicides were cold, detached, and has some sort of goal to them for the killer. What that goal is, we don't know right now.
Okay.
Because we don't really know if there's sexual assault involved.
Right. Could have been, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Or it could have been motivated that way. And then.
Yeah. So they also believe that this killer was probably already in place in hiding for the right target.
Ooh, that's the scariest shit I've ever heard.
Because, so Richard and Tahee, they walked past this person
and
probably
they weren't
first.
the right.
They were probably because it was Richard, a man.
God damn it. Melissa, if you don't fucking put a strap on.
Not a strap on. Not a strap on. My God, no.
I actually think that would deter them.
That's the type of crazy you need to see on the trail. Wow.
I didn't intend for it to come out.
Yep. You said it though.
I just mean, can you please get a concealed and carry permit and just have a tiny gun on you at all?
I will look into it.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's just like, fuck. It's just,
yes.
Worst case scenario.
There's nothing you can do.
Wrong place, wrong time. But it's also
what a piece of fucking shit. We need to find this loser ass
bitch.
Probably still alive piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It really sucks.
Okay. I'm listening.
So by 2010, no one has come forward and this case is still just sitting there. So investigators again try to go back and take a look at the physical evidence. Mm-hmm. Also at this point, David is still considered a suspect. He's also taken another polygraph and it comes back inconclusive. And they're basically like, we just want to be as you passed it and then we'll take you off the list. He's like, it's not fucking me. Knock it off, right? Okay. At this point.
Sure. Okay.
So they have nothing really to prove that David did it at this point, but it's always the husband did it, right? That's always the joke, the running joke, which isn't a joke, but is something that people say.
True.
It's quite true most of the time, unfortunately. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But at this point, Dave was like, I think I'm the only suspect because they've got fucking nothing.
Oh, God.
Which really sucks.
But I don't think it's impossible. This doesn't seem like an impossible case to solve. Okay.
So fingernail clippings collected from Mary and Susanna are tested for DNA, but the DNA profile found is only of their own.
Yeah,
profile.
Because if the person had a gun and shoot him from the back of the head, it doesn't feel like they really got all that close to them.
Yeah.
That's so odd.
So this is 2010. I'll get back to the fingernail clippings about a decade later.
Okay.
So by 2012, internet sleuths, people who like true crime, people like us, they are starting to connect a pretty infamous name with Susanna and Mary's deaths.
Right.
Israel Keys.
Yes. Yeah, as you would.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I have a quick
thank you. Okay.
synopsis because
I haven't talked about him on the pod.
I don't think we have.
Ooh,
we don't really do
motherfucker. No, we don't really go that dark.
No, we don't. We're not serious enough to do that.
No, he's fucking terrifying.
He's one of the scariest ones, I would say.
Yes.
So Israel Keys was an American serial killer known for planning his crimes far in advance and choosing victims largely at random.
Yep, exactly like this.
So he traveled across the United States, sometimes burying quote unquote kill kits containing weapons, tools, and other supplies years before returning to use them. It's the scariest part of that.
It's so fucking scary. He's terrifying. He's the boogeyman. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's a group trying to find all of his kits right now. Going out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Not as an evidence type of situation.
To see if they can help solve some crimes in the nearby area?
Yes.
It's a great way to do it.
So this made his crimes difficult to connect because he's often targeting strangers and it's far from where he lived. He traveled a lot for work specifically.
And sometimes lied about traveling for work.
Yes,
to do murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, going back to Criminal Minds, if you watch the new iteration of Criminal Minds, it's Evolution. There's the serial killer, they call him Sicarius. He's based on Israel Keys.
Okay.
So if you watch that show,
Yeah.
this is going to sound familiar, and that's why. So Keys was arrested in 2012 after kidnapping and murdering 18-year-old Samantha Koenig in Anchorage, Alaska, which is a horrible fucking story.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So during interrogations, he also confessed to murdering Bill and Lorraine Courier in Vermont, admitted responsibility for several other killings, although he withheld many names and details. Some of them he just didn't know, and some of them he just didn't want to tell. Because he was like, when he got caught, he was like, always like, don't want my daughter to see what I did. It's like,
Yep.
You're a piece of shit.
I know he pretended to be like virtuous in this way.
Yeah.
It was weird. He's
Yeah.
a weird dude. But he also was raised super Mormon and weird in that
religious
way.
shit. Yeah.
It doesn't equal it, but it's like
It's weird. It's
it
very
definitely
weird.
plays a part in it.
It's frustrating because investigators believe he may have killed at least 11 people, but only 3 victims have been conclusively identified.
Didn't he kill himself?
Keys dies by suicide in jail in December of 2012.
Yeah.
And that leaves the true extent of his crimes unresolved. So there's a point while he's being interrogated. Keys says that he kills a couple while living in Washington State during the time that Mary and Susanna were killed. He never specifies what he means by couple. And so some people,
I can't imagine he
so
would have
some
said
people
it
were
that
like,
way.
yeah, some people
I
were
think
like,
he would have
maybe, but
No.
or I'm gonna get further into it. So the FBI gives Keys' cell phone data to the Snohomish County Sheriff's Department because they're like, we don't have fucking anything else. Might as well look
Yeah,
at it.
of
And it's
course. I'd love
determined
to hear that.
Yeah, and it's determined that Keys was not in the Pinnacle Lake area the
At the
day of the
time.
murders. So he was.
I just don't think he would call. He would have said a couple of broads, 2 women, a mother-daughter.
I know. I think it's
2 hikers.
It's a stretch. It's a stretch. I will say.
A couple is distinctly
Yeah.
2 romantic partners. And for
I
a
would
man
say.
like that, probably
Yeah.
male, female.
Yeah. Unless he thought maybe.
But it's worth a look at.
It's worth a look at.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, because what else are you going to fucking do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Poor
No, I don't know where they're going to go with this.
Yeah. So the fingernail clippings that were tested in 2010 are retested again in 2020.
Okay,
And
I love that.
And this time a different set of DNA is found.
Okay.
So a partial male DNA profile is tested from Susanna's fingernail clipping specifically, and it's enough to rule out David and Norm, her boyfriend at the time.
Oh.
So now David's finally taken off the suspect list in 2020,
Okay.
which sucks.
Okay, this is hopeful.
Yeah. Also, Israel Keys, not a match.
This is hope. This is good
hopeful.
news.
So right now, there is no one else to compare this DNA evidence to, which is the frustrating part. Because DNA evidence solves a lot of crimes now.
Yeah.
But if you have no one to test it against.
I know. Unless
Yeah.
we're like linked.
So the current investigator, a detective Bill Yu, is hoping to test it for genealogy. Genealogy.
Genetic.
Genealogy.
Fuck. How did you get me confused about this?
Genes. Genealogy. Genes. Genealogy.
Genetic geology?
Genealogy. It's the genes. Genetic.
Is there one word that encompasses both? Genealogy.
Genealogy.
God damn it.
I spelled it wrong. That's why.
It's and then you confused me and you shouldn't have.
I gaslit you.
And this is actually the dumbest conversation we've ever had.
The gaslighting's in the room. We just round robin gaslight each other.
I was like, what is the study of genetics?
Genetic geography? Oh my god.
Let me
Anyways.
listen. I would love if you would cut it, but you have to leave
No, we have to. That's the hard part, because sometimes then we're just laughing for nothing in the next segment. Or like we'll call back to it later.
Fuck.
So you just can't.
Oh,
Listen, our stupidity is all over the internet. It's all out there.
Speaking to the microphone. Somebody help get me out of here. I didn't agree to be stupid on the internet. I did. I thought no one would listen.
And here we are. Here we fucking are. Okay. So they're testing the genetics much in the same way that they did for the Golden State Killer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Genealogy. So they're testing the genetic genealogy. I was like, do I even try to say it again?
It's been a week. For me, it has actually been a week.
It's actually been a week for me too.
No, totally.
Okay, so yeah, and they're hoping, and so this detective Bill Yu is also hoping to go back and look at the clothing for Mary and Susanna. And
yes, he's like, there's more. We need to
retest. We need to retest
he's
everything.
Right. That's the only thing you can do.
He's like, we just need to get the funds. The evidence is there. The DNA is there. Let's fucking do it.
I know we talked a lot of shit about the cops, but
Yeah.
we need to give a few snaps for these Washington State.
Yes. Not troopers. These are sheriffs.
Yeah, them.
Snohomish County sheriffs. Literally in the county.
Snohomish County
Yeah, we are
sheriffs.
in the county of
We
Snohomish County
are.
right now. Yes.
Yes. Hey, girl. They would love that.
They would love that. I hope so. Okay, so this next segment is not great.
Oh, she said stop laughing.
Yeah, let's stop laughing. Okay, so there's also some back and forth and if there is evidence from a rape kit.
Okay.
So rape kit was conducted. It sounds like there's maybe some false positives for male DNA or a type of enzyme in the rape kits. Specifically on Mary, because women of a certain age, they start to also create this enzyme in their body.
Got it. That
So
actually makes sense to me. I get that.
There's a little bit back and forth, and if it's a false positive, if it actually is something.
And she's the only one that has the.
There's
issue?
a rape kit on both of them, but I think this false positive is coming from Mary specifically.
Listen, I'm not here to summarize it, but I would imagine a sexual deviant is going to go for the daughter over the mother.
Right.
And if there's
we don't fucking know. There's a lot of people that have like mommy issues, and it's gross and disgusting.
Oh God, Melissa. Okay, fine. I guess sure.
Yeah. So there's
it's less likely.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if that's where the issue lies.
Yeah. And I will say David has talked about in interviews, because he talks a lot about this story. The husband, he's like, I might as well. He's like,
why?
Why not talk about it? Like, why not get the word out? Like, why? Because like the story really.
But also like, why did this happen?
Yes.
If not.
Yeah. Exactly. He's like, I think it was a crime against women, is what he says. God. He's like, which is really unfortunate. He's like, I think they probably protested and maybe fought back a little bit, and it ended up this way.
It wasn't supposed to go that way.
It wasn't supposed to go that way, probably. But he's like, they were gonna fight. He was like, there's no way they were gonna at least say something. It's two of them. They're like strong, independent women. But
Yeah.
David's very vocal about all of it.
He's had a lot of time to think about this.
Yes,
obviously.
he really will talk to any people who want to talk to him about this case, because he thinks getting the word out is the best way to try to solve it, keeping it alive, essentially. So he's even like, I think this might have been a crime against women, unfortunately. That's what he's thinking.
I mean, obviously, if someone was laying in wait.
Yeah. Waiting for... They like
doesn't need to be two women, or maybe it could have been one woman.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but a couple passed him. A man and a woman
Exactly.
passed this person waiting, and then he saw two women. And the next people would have been a couple, probably.
Yeah.
So it's literally fucking worst place,
What's
worst
the
time.
plan? There's no time. I mean, what
I
is
don't
it?
know.
15 minutes between
Maybe
hikers?
he was like planning on trying to take him into the woods and doing something.
Two people? It's just like, you
Like,
know what
but
it
like
sounds
at
like? It's an
gunpoint.
amateur. You're young.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It just seems like there are much easier ways to abuse, rape, and murder women than this. So that to me narrows it to some.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are the Israel keys, which you mentioned.
Yeah.
But are they people that worked on the trails? Are
Right.
they, you know?
Someone who lived around in the area.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. Is someone who lived in the area. Is
Or the husband, which we know is, you know.
it's not David. David has been
trying to-
ruled out by DNA
Yeah.
and a solid alibi. It's not fucking David.
I love that. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. All right. So this was the closing statement earlier that made me tear up.
Okay.
Might be a first time.
Listen, you could have cried at any single point of this and I would have totally understood. This is a nightmare.
So what happened to Mary and Susanna is horrifying. And it's understandable that a story like theirs can make the wilderness feel less safe. But fear should not be the legacy their killer leaves behind. Mary and Susanna loved the outdoors, and their lives should inspire us to keep hiking, exploring, and finding peace in the places they cherished. We can be cautious, prepared, and aware without surrendering the beauty of the natural world. So go outside, walk the trail, breathe the fresh air, and carry Mary and Susanna with us. Not for the way their lives ended, but for the joy and freedom they found beneath the trees.
Listen, yes. And also, strap on.
Please stop saying strap on.
No, because you can't tell people just to roll out there in the wilderness and not protect themselves.
No, that's what I literally said. Be cautious, prepared, and aware.
Prepared means, what are you going to do?
I usually have bear mace.
Get a tiny Beretta?
They would just always have a sword, a katana.
What would you do against a gun with bear mace?
I'd still bear mace them. Dude,
Yeah, I would do all. Yeah. Okay.
I think really is
It's not the solution. I know that.
yeah.
I would feel better.
Yeah.
would
I
feel
mean,
better.
I would say, I think for women in general, when it comes to like protecting themselves in any scenario,
Do it.
get fucking feral.
Yeah.
Bite, claw, like
I know, but
Animalistic.
This man had a gun. There was like a weird. You can't compete with that. Other than I also have one. It's the top of the
I
food
don't
chain
know.
of weapons.
I don't know. I think I'm not saying that these women had any other option. I'm just saying
They had no.
just fight back in any
Yes.
like
And
it
it sounds
literally 7 pounds of pressure to rip an ear off.
I thought that was to break a nose.
No. Maybe also break a nose because it's both cartilage, but you could just tug really hard and rip someone's ear off. Fucking do it. Take someone's ear.
Oof.
Go
that
for an
doesn't sound
eyeball.
easy.
Like
So you
heal-
can pull the whole ear away.
you can
think?
you can do some pretty big damage with like
just rip the whole thing.
just rip
off.
the whole fucking thing off.
Or leave it dangling.
Leave no survivors, bitch. Go for it. If someone's trying to hurt you, don't be nice.
I know, but if somebody.
This
has
is
a
why
gun-
the whole fuck politeness thing is also a big thing with women. I also think nowadays, if your lady bark is hard enough, a lot of these like little dicked motherfuckers who would think it's okay to do something like this to women would probably back down.
It's yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you make
Yes.
be the problem,
Yeah.
Be the
I know,
problem.
We do need to be meaner.
meaner,
Generally.
be meaner.
Right, because we're never starting shit.
No,
Like,
we are never
for
walking
real?
around out here like trying to start.
We're
the
just
problem.
minding our business.
No, be the fucking problem.
And then you can be a fucking menace after some shit is brought to your doorstep, which
Yeah.
is always and is exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
Obviously.
yeah, rip that motherfucker's ear off. I do not care.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like you're gonna take a tiny Beretta to the hiking trail.
Well, they're federal lands. You're not allowed to.
That's not gonna stop the bad ones. And I think women should be able to break rules. Break laws. We're doing for our protection. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Listen, I don't disagree. I'm just saying that's what the rules are. I'm not opposed.
All right. So you think bear mace is the closest you can get?
Bear mace is what I have right now.
And these two clearly didn't have it. Or
Probably.
they didn't feel like they had.
Probably needed it because I bring bear mace to use on people because we don't have grizzly bears in Washington State like that.
You bring it to use on people.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
will use
used-
bear mace on a man happily.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use bear mace and then rip your fucking ear off. I'll bite it off if I have to. Is my point.
Okay. All right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll be fine.
I'm fine with it.
Just stay safe out there, guys. You know, be careful.
Yeah.
Be feral. Be
Okay.
mean.
I'm very inspired, but I'm gonna think about this for a
Yeah,
lot
this
of
one
time.
really fucked me up.
I hear you.
Yeah, it really made me sad. I really hope that we get some sort of resolution. I mean, obviously with all the cases that we talk about that are unsolved, but like this one's specifically scary. I think just because it seems so fucking
close.
So it's so close.
Normal.
in normal and a random crime. Really wrong place, wrong time. I think the fact that they were not supposed to be there that day also is really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's just so upsetting. We'll just never know what happened.
Yeah.
With them.
Well, we can set a Google alert and hopefully something happens. I think the oh my God, the
Genetic
genetics.
genealogy.
Thank you. Well, hopefully.
Really?
It really
So
is.
long to get. God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We will get there. We are fine. Let's wrap this up. I'm so sorry. Anyways, thank you for listening. I will post resources for this case specifically. If you have any tips about this case, please contact Snohomish County Sheriff's Department.
And then we'll pass it along.
Yeah, I will pass it along. Let me know. I don't give a shit. If you need to be anonymous, I won't remember your name. Anyways, but thank you for listening. Talk to you guys next week. And until next time.
Stay grimly curious.
Christ.
Thank you so much for listening. Music by Alex Kingston and Adam McKinnon.
For podcast photos and updates, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Grimly Podcast.
Be sure to rate and review, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye, bitch.